Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing a first impression of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. The brand new one just came out. I got the shade medium 3.5 Vanuatu. I tried to color match myself as best as I could, so that's what I got. I was really excited though because I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit more when it comes to foundations. You guys know I love my dewy finish foundations, but since the colder months are approaching, maybe I'm gonna wanna be a little less dewy, so I wanna give the matte foundations another try. So this came at the perfect time. If you haven't already though, please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up for me and please subscribe to my channel. It just shows me that you guys are supporting my channel, shows me love, so please make sure to do that. If you want to see my review slash first impression of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Before I get into actually applying, I just want to read some of the information on this foundation. So again, I got the shade 3.5 medium Vanuatu. I don't know, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but on Sephora's website, it says this is a 16-hour oxidation-resistant foundation that balances oil while maintaining a hydrated skin-like finish. And it says that it protects from pollution and blue light, which I think is really cool. That is a really nice kind of benefit to have because we're all kind of starting to get a little bit more familiar with that and a little bit more of aware of what that does to our skin. So I can appreciate that they have that kind of technology in the foundation. I think that's really cool. It says that the coverage is full, that the finish is matte, formula is liquid, and it says that it's for normal, dry, combo, and oily skin. So I have dry to normal skin. It says it should be good for me too, so I have high hopes. Nars never fails to amaze me, so I already have a feeling I'm gonna like it, but of course I'm gonna be very honest as well. So I tied my hair back. This is the packaging it comes in, classic Nars black and white packaging. And then when you open it, ooh, yes, this is what the bottle looks like. This is such good packaging to me. It's not glass, but it still has that kind of frosted bottle look to it, which I think looks really classy. It's super sleek looking. Right off the bat, just seeing it in here, I think I might have gotten a color that's a little too light for me because I do have a self tan on right now, but we'll see, that's okay. I will use it as my light shade for when I don't have a self tan on, if anything. But just looking at the packaging, I'm really happy with it. I like the fact that this is super travel friendly. It's not glass, so you don't have to worry about it breaking. And let's see what it looks like when you open. Okay. I think I would appreciate a little bit more if it had like a pump to it. I know these kinds of bottles can have pumps to them, so that would have been nice. But I guess the squeezy tube, ooh, no, it's okay. But I guess the squeezy tube concept is nice as well. You can kind of control how much is coming out, but with how easy that came out, I think this might be pretty liquidy, so let's just see. I've already applied primer. I figured you guys don't really want to see me putting that on, but I did use the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas, and the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer. Love those two together in combination. They just look really nice on the skin and do different things that you need. So very good combo. But I am just gonna squeeze some out. I am using the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush to apply this. So I'm taking a little bit. This seems pretty liquidy. So before I apply on my face, I want to apply some on the back of my hand. So it is running a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like typically with matte foundations, they kind of tend to stay in place more than like the dewier foundations do. Like those I expect to be runny. This I'm a little bit shocked that it is, so let's just apply and see how it goes on my face. A little goes a long way with this, you guys. I think I put a little too much on my forehead, but that's okay. Okay, so I know I said that I think this was gonna be a little bit too light, but when I actually applied it onto my skin, I think it matches with the rest of me pretty nicely. It looks a lot lighter in the bottle than it does when you actually put it on, so I really like the shade. I feel like Nars foundations in general tend to be a little bit more on the kind of yellowy side. I did get one that had like a neutral undertone to it though, and I still feel like it's a little like teensy weensy hint of yellow in there, but it's nothing that bothers me. I feel like it still looks really nice, so I'm not complaining. It definitely is a full coverage foundation. I will say that right off the bat. So it covered up everything. Any little imperfection that I had, any breakouts I had, totally covered it up. So if you are wondering if it's actually full coverage, it definitely is. And I really actually like the finish of it. I personally feel like maybe it's because I applied a hydrating primer, but I almost feel like it has more of like a satiny finish than I would say matte, because I don't know if you guys can see, but you can still see that my skin is like glowing. It's not just completely flat, matte, no shine to it. Like, my natural shine is still coming through. So I would probably consider this more of a satin finish, which I'm not complaining about at all. So I do really, really like the finish. I really like the coverage. As you guys know, I'm more of a medium coverage, kind of natural dewy finish type of girl, but this I cannot complain about. I also really just like the way it's making my skin look in general. It's not clinging on to any dry patches that I have, and it's not like settling into my pores like crazy. I know I did apply that pore filling primer, but sometimes if you get a bad foundation, you can still see it settle into them. And with this one, it's not doing that. Like, I feel like my skin looks really smooth all across the board. It's not settling into any fine lines that I have either. So as of right now, I have no complaints, nothing but good things to say. I think the only thing I will say that I thought was a little bit strange was how runny it was compared to other matte foundations that I've used. I was a little bit shocked by that, but I also am not complaining about that because I kind of like when foundations are a little bit more runny. I feel like they're a lot easier to kind of spread that way. And this one was very easy to blend out. And like I said, a little goes a long way with this product. You do not need much at all. Like, I think I put way too much on my forehead. It still looks good, but I definitely could have done less, which I feel like is a good thing because it'll last you a lot longer if you don't need to use as much product to cover your face. So as of right now, I really, really do like it, but I think the real determiner is gonna be kind of how other makeup sits on top of it. So I am gonna apply the rest of my makeup to my face, and then I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts and first impression of the Nars matte foundation. All right, guys, I am back. As you can see, I've applied the rest of my makeup. I went light on my eyes, and I just wanna say, I actually really, really enjoyed this foundation. The only thing that bothered me a little bit about it was when I was applying my cream bronzer, I kind of felt like maybe it was rubbing off a little bit, or it was kind of slipping on my face a little bit. So I had kind of this like pinkish spot, like I think where my makeup came off. So that kind of bothered me a bit, but once I kind of fixed it up a little and applied the rest of my makeup, I think it looks pretty dang nice. This went surprisingly well. Of course, it's Nars, so I had high hopes for it either way. I kind of just had a feeling that it was gonna be good quality, just like all Nars makeup is. But this is really, really impressive to me. Like I said, I feel like it came out more of that kind of satiny finish, more so than matte, in my personal opinion. But I personally love that. I feel like I was able to maintain my kind of natural glow while still getting that kind of more matte finish, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm glowing, but I'm matte at the same time. And then like I added some liquid highlight on top, and I feel like it just threw the whole look together. It just gave me glow where I wanted to glow. But again, not settling in to my fine lines or my pores whatsoever. I feel like I look very, very smooth. The way that the makeup applied on top, like I said, I just had that one minor issue, but other than that, everything else went on pretty smoothly. Like, I feel like I'm having a good face day for makeup. I'm really feeling it. Another good thing that I want to point out, it's not settling into my smile lines as much as foundations typically do. Like, that's the first thing I always notice about a foundation. It's kind of inevitable to me to get those smile lines. It just happens with every single foundation. It is happening a little bit with this one, but it's like a very, very, very slight line. It's nowhere near as much as it is with a lot of my other foundations. So I was really, really happy about that. It's so hard to find a foundation that won't do that to you. So that was really, really nice. But overall, I think I am extremely happy with this. Again, as far as packaging goes, A+. I think this is so travel friendly. I really like the concept of you being able to set it down like this. I like that it's a squeezy bottle. I wish it was a pump, but I also really like the squeeze. I think it gives you a lot more control. And I'm just obsessed with how it looks on my face. I just can't believe how well these matte foundations have been going for me lately. I'm not complaining at all, but I'm just kind of shocked. So thank you to the makeup industry for making such good ones. Foundation is, I think, the thing I am the most picky about when it comes to makeup. I love foundation so much. I can't say enough times that if there was one makeup product I could choose for the rest of my life, it'd be foundation. I just think if your foundation looks good, you don't even need that much on the rest of you. Your skin just automatically looks flawless, whether it be full coverage, medium coverage, BB cream. There's just so many different ways you can go, which I love. And I feel like with being how picky I am with foundation, I really hold foundations to a high standard. And this was just a really, really good one. In my opinion, I think I'm gonna be reaching for this a lot, especially come the cold months when I'm not really trying to look super, super dewy. So I think this is definitely going to be one of my new favorites. I just think it looks really, really flawless on me right now. I could not be more happy with how my face turned out today. So I'm giving this an A for sure. I don't want to give it an A+ just because I want to see how it wears first, and I'll keep you guys posted. But as far as a first impression goes, I'm extremely, extremely happy with this. I think you guys will be too. I definitely would recommend trying this. But that's all I've got. That is my review slash first impression and try on of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm in love with it. I hope you guys will be too. If you haven't already, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of how it looks on my face. Let me know if you've tried it too, or if you're interested in trying it. Please make sure to like this video. Give it a big thumbs up for me. Show me some support. Share this with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, it just shows me that you guys are supportive of what I'm doing, that you're liking the kind of videos that I'm making for you, and it lets me know to keep making more for you guys. So make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.